It's your girl, your host, Peace, Breathe, and Be. And we're back with another couch. Well, we're in my room. So I guess this is bedroom conversation. Please forgive me. So I have some things going on right now, which I'm moving. So please forgive me. But same concept, very chill, very laid back. So we're actually going to have a conversation today about a method that I've been practicing. This is an ancient Hawaiian practice called, and I hope that I am saying this right, but it's called Ho'opono. If I'm not saying that correctly, somebody in the comments please correct me. But this is a Hawaiian practice of forgiveness and reconciliation. I got my notes right here because I took some notes. So what if you really just told yourself, I'm sorry, please forgive me, I love you, thank you. Let me just tell you guys something. I practiced this method for about 2 weeks. The first couple of days that I practiced this method, it is so powerful that it will really stir up some emotions inside of you, especially if you are a person who is hard on yourself, or if you're a person who replays things in your head of what you should have did and what you should have done and all of that stuff, when it really doesn't even matter anymore. So one thing that I've learned about myself, which I'll discuss in this video, is that, you know, sometimes as human beings, we are the hardest people on ourselves. And, you know, I just learned that we need to be a little bit more softer and kinder to ourselves. So this method really was brought about. The reason how I found out about this method, this was a method used by Dr. Lu Hen, I believe, and he worked in a male psych ward, and he used this practice with a couple of patients, and he was able to really calm down the whole wing of the psych ward by, you know, teaching this method. So which is amazing when you really think about that, how powerful that is. And when I say this phrase is very powerful, this practice is very powerful. It's an ancient Hawaiian practice. So with that being said, we tend to hold on to things that no longer serves us. And that could be people, places, things. We are our worst punishers because we are human and we want what we want when we want it and how we want it. And most of the time, that's not how things work out, you know? You have to release what no longer serves you to bring in the things that does serve you. And I'll give you 3 things that I released doing this method. So one of the ones was self-doubt. I'm a person who I overthink, and I'm very analytical, and I tend to be a little overcritical of myself. So I tend to doubt a lot. Like, am I really just overthinking this, or is my observation right? Should I not do this? And I will go back and forth, honey, about if I should do something or if I should not do something, because I don't want to make the wrong decision. So I started to doubt myself, and sometimes not even make a decision at all, and allowing the universe to push me into making the decision. But I had to learn to trust myself more, because you have a gut instinct, but you also have that divine alignment within yourself that you're able to make the right decisions. And yeah, like sometimes your decisions aren't always gonna feel good, if you know what I mean. They're not always gonna feel like they're the right decisions, quote unquote, because change can be very uncomfortable. You know, everybody thinks that oh, well, if I make this change, I'm gonna feel better. No, not exactly. You're not off the riff, you're gonna feel better. But another thing that I let go was the fear of the unknown. You have to release the fear of the unknown, because you're not gonna have all the answers. Like, things are gonna come, things are gonna go. Like, one of the things you need to do is hold steadfast to the things that are coming into your life, because whatever is coming into your life is going to change it very drastically. And what I mean by drastically, you have to be able to observe and be open to change in your life, because sometimes people get caught up in doing the same old thing, not out of fear, but out of safety, because they know what it feels like. They know that if they stay here, they know what it's like. Or if they eat a certain food and not venture out into tasting something new, they're familiar with what that cheeseburger and fries always taste like. They don't want to go and try something different, because they like what they like. And another thing, self-punishment. Let's get down into it. So self-punishment, we are all been victims by our own hand from self-punishment, even me, because I'm a type of person, if I want it, I gotta get it. Like, for God's sakes, my Mars is in Aries, so I can be a little flighty sometimes and just make impulsive like decisions sometimes, but they've usually been for the best. They have. But usually with self-punishment, we have so much that we hold on to, and so much anxiety, and just so much unforgiveness. And that's why you see people that are together, like, you know, some people aren't good for each other, but they'll still be together, because, you know, they're just like, well, I'm comfortable and I know how this person operates and how we feel together. But at the same time, y'all not good for each other. Another thing is with self-punishment, we replay things over and over in our head of what we should have done, and we get so consumed with that. Or we punish ourselves for making a mistake or a choice that we have made, or not being there for somebody when they needed us, or if a person passed away, not being there when that person passed away. We have to really forgive ourselves for the things that have passed. But this is a beautiful method, and I want to thank you guys for just showing up and tuning in anytime that I drop these. And really look up this method. This method is beautiful. Like I said, I will put it here, and I'll make sure the spelling is correct, because I really don't think that I'm saying this properly. Ho'opono. Anyway, I'm gonna put it here. So you guys, thank you so much for tuning in to another bedroom conversation. And I will see you on the next upload. Bye.